channel. I'm going to be making a birthday cake today. I might have to go in a second. I was just upstairs putting my lipstick on and I looked out of the window and I saw a crash, and I've just told the man that I was a witness and he might be knocking on the door in a minute. Sorry, I'm a bit... So this year's cake, I've decided just to do ballet shoes. Coco's really got into ballet more since she's been at a new school. So that's what I've decided to do. Like I say, I've no idea how this cake will come out. I'm going to, well, I'm not going to, I'm going to ask Phil to put some photos of my previous cakes in, and you can see how good some of them were. I remember doing a fabulous gingerbread cottage and an absolutely disastrous hamster. So yeah, I never know how it's going to go, so I'll get on with it. I will wipe the surface down again now that Romeo's put his dirty little paws on here, and I shall wash my hands again, Romeo. But I must listen out for the door for that poor man who has just been completely smashed into. Right, you're going to have to get down, aren't you? Oh, it's these flowers. Oh my God. Now, I don't know what these flowers are. I'd forgotten all about this, Romeo. They come in pink and purple. And Romeo adores them. He just goes demented. Oh, I forgot. I had to stop buying them because he wouldn't leave them alone, and I don't know if they're poisonous. And that's so funny, I haven't had them for probably 6 to 8 months, and he's straight up here. Right, I'm going to put the flowers somewhere else and then I will come back. Okay, now the problem with me is I'm not very precise. I had a quick look, and I mean like a 10-second look on the internet how to do these shoes, and there was a template. And I got the template up and I didn't know how to print it off. There was no box that said print, so I can't print the template off. So then I thought, well, I'll draw my own, and I can't draw either. So it's a bit of a problem. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to try and do it freehand, which I know is a bit crazy. Oh, and I need sticks. I need the sticks to put up the shoe and into the cake. So what I'm going to try and do is just try and cut it out with a knife. This is why I'm not the best, because I just get an idea to do something and I want to do it straight away. So we'll just have to see how it goes. So I've got ready-made pink icing. Okay, so I've got some nice thin icing, and I'm going to cut out the shape of a ballet shoe sole. Ta-da! I'm going to flip it over and then draw around. Not draw, cut round it. See, the trouble is when you watch people on YouTube do this, well, I don't know because I've only watched one person, but they know what they're doing and they have all the stuff. They've got all special knives and special equipment, which I haven't got, so I'm just using a little vegetable knife. Now, I think the next bit, I think it said it was a U-shaped that was a bit bigger than the sole of the shoe. So I'm going to use the sole of the shoe and I'm just going to go around it, and then I'll cut out the middle for the U. Okay, I've cut these things out. That's the sole, and that's the bit that's gonna go around the foot. I'm doing the feet first, the shoes first, before I make the cake because it needs to set. And I'm really panicking about the time because I don't want Coco to get back from college. So I'm going to try and cut this V out and then sort of glue it together. I haven't got any edible glue. Okay, I can't talk, I've just got to focus. I need to make this a U shape. Oh, I said I was going to stop talking, didn't I? I'm going to make a ball to put in the toe to hold up the shoe. Now that's no good at all. I'll have to do that again. I made my U too thin at the end. I'm just going to cut that out again. So I'm making a little, actually it's a little block to put in the bottom of my ballet shoe. Very realistic. And I'm pressing that. Let me put some water around it. I'm going to get a stick just to press the top onto the sole. Well, I'm really pleased with that. That took me about 30 seconds. So it was nice and quick. I'm just going to join the back. I mean, I'd say it does look more like a baby's bootie than a ballet shoe at the moment, but you get the general gist. I need to put it on something to give it that bend. Okay, this is one of those collapsible lunch boxes, which I think will do the trick. Oh, it's not high enough. No, I need something higher. Oh, one of my Chinese takeaway things. Oops, it's collapsing now. No, I don't think this is very good. It's too thin. It's too floppy. Anyway, I'm going to do another because that didn't take long. So if you're here because you like my channel and you watch my channel, that's great. If you're here because you're wanting how to make a ballet shoe cake tutorial, then I suggest you find a different one. I'm honest, if nothing else. Okay, I'm going to try again. I think trying to make it bend over the box is maybe a bit too advanced for me. Look, this is typical me. Look what I've done. I didn't roll it properly. So now it's just, oh no. Oh, I don't know what's happened there. Anyway, onwards. Right, I think this is actually worse than the previous one. The problem is the toe, not the toe, I don't know what it's called, the bit where you put your foot in. I think the pastry's too thin. Right, I'm going to do another one. I might just keep going, or I can't keep going because I only got one pack of pink icing. Right, I'm going to do another anyway. I know where the weakness is now, so let me try again. Okay, this one, they're not very neat, but I think this is the best one. I think maybe the cracks and things I might try and disguise with ribbons. I'm going to have one more go because I do think the one that I've just done is the best one. I daren't pick it up to show you, I don't know if you can see it. I'm going to try one more. Oh no, I can't. I've used my last template. See, if I had just one good one, I could put a bad one flat and I could put the nice one. Oh. Okay, sorry, the wash is just about to spin. Hang on. Off. Okay, I've just done my last attempt, which I think is probably the best one. The camera's about to overheat, so I'm going to have to turn it off. So look, that is my 4th attempt. I've also cut some strips that are going to be used for the ribbons. I've done 4 of those. I'm going to put these in the fridge because I'm hoping that they'll set hard. I don't want the ribbons to set hard, so I'm going to put those to the side, and then I am just going to make the cake. Now I'm going to turn the camera off because it's just a basic sponge recipe, just flour, eggs, sugar, whatever else is in a cake. The thing I hate about making cakes is just the amount, when you see the ingredients, how much sugar and how much butter, it's disgusting. Anyway, here goes, I'm going to mix it all up. I think this has got to be the world's most useless mixer, but it's pink. Yeah, the whisk things, these aren't going round. Maybe they need swapping over. I think I'm going to have to do it with one whisk. This is the cake mixture. I'm going to put it into 5 separate bowls. So it's going to be quite a small cake, but probably this high. Each layer is going to be a different colour. So I'm going to do variations of pink, dark pink, red. I've got some purple food colouring. In my experience, this never really works out very well, because I think it's because of the butter, and I think it might just be a British thing, I don't know, but the butter's so yellow, and I think for the colours to look really good you would need to have white butter. That's the only thing I can think. So in case the camera goes funny, I'm going to just do this as quickly as I can. Right, so I think that's roughly it. So I've separated the mixture into 5 bowls, and I am going to add the colouring now. Delicious. In the cupboard, I just found this white food colouring. So I don't know whether to add a bit of this. I think I am just going to add some of this into one of the bowls and stir it and see if it does make it lighter. So I've added a bit of white food colouring to this one. It's even in date. That's actually worked, let me show you. So this is the one where I've added the white food colouring, and that is the other one. I don't know if you can see it in this light, but anyway, I'll start off with pale pink. I've got two different brands. I've got the Waitrose gel food colouring, and I think that's Morrison's Own, just because I thought there might be different pinks and it might look nice. Okay, so that is a lovely pale pink. I think that white has worked. I'm going to just do another pink one without the white and see what the difference is. Yes, it's definitely nicer with the white food colouring in. I didn't buy that, I don't know where that's come from. But anyway, I'm adding more pink because I want this to be the deeper pink layer. There's the dark pink. Yes, I've got red. Let me do the purple first. I'm going to put some of this white in. The thing about making cakes, it's fine if you've got loads of time, but I'm so aware that she's going to be finishing school soon. Well, the man from the car crash never came back. Oh, now that's a mucky old purple colour. So that is Waitro's own gel colour, which just looks a bit dirty, and it's only going to get worse. This is ridiculous. I've put so much in. I've probably used half the tube in this one tiny little bowl. I think I'm going to forget doing another shade of purple. Right, that's the purple. Right, I'm going to try Morrison's pink. So I'm just using like 1/4 teaspoon. Oh, I like this one. Again, I'm going to add the white because I think it just makes the colour brighter. So this is just a different shade of pink. The purple's very disappointing. I think rather than try and do a darker or lighter purple, I'm just going to use red. So that's another different shade of pink, slightly. Now I'm going to do a red one. Anyway, you get the gist. I can't keep filming this. I need to get my tins and remember to grease the tin. So I'm just getting some kitchen roll and greasing the tins, and I'll show you when I've done it. Okay, I've got my 5 colours and they look practically the same. I think once that's cooked, you're not going to be able to tell the difference. So that was a complete waste of time. I'm going to put them in the oven now. I'm not sure how long for. It doesn't look like very much mixture, does it, for a layer of cake? So I hope they're going to rise. I'll just have to remember to keep an eye because I don't know how long to put them in for, maybe 20 minutes. So I shall do that now. I was wondering what to do around the top. I think I'm just gonna make it white because I've got the pink ballet shoes on the top, and then when you cut into it, it's going to be pink. So although it might look a bit boring, I think I am just going to do the buttercream, or I might roll this out and cover it with this. I'll do whatever's easiest because I'm panicking about the time, and maybe I could spray it. I'm sure I've got, yeah, look, I've got a rose gold and a silver. That doesn't work. Yeah, so maybe I'll just leave it white, spray it with the glitter, and then put the ballet shoes on the top. Okay, I shall see you when the cakes come out of the oven. It's getting very dark, so I think I might have to just tell you what I'm going to do because the cakes are still in the oven. They all look the same colour. That was a waste of time. I've got my shoes out of the fridge. They're not hard. I don't think this is going to be one of my successful cakes. So here is the best shoe. I've put a little strip of icing over the back just to cover that seam, and I made a little bow. Right, I made some bows. I don't know if you can see the bow. So that's a bow. I don't know if they look better with a bow on or with this tie. I think they look more like ballet shoes with the tie actually. Yeah, I think they're done. So I've got 5 of these. So I'm going to take these out to cool. Then I'm going to make white buttercream icing, and then I'm going to stick the shoes on. If it's not too dark, I will show you, but I must just get on because time's getting on. Okay, it's going dark now, so I can't even see what colour this is. The cakes came out of the oven and they're actually quite a nice colour, can you see? They are all a bit different, so that's good. I'm happy with the colour. What I'm not happy with is they didn't rise, so it's going to be quite a flat cake. This is the buttercream. As I said before, because the butter is so yellow, I'm putting white food colouring in. It's not going to be that nice white that I wanted, but too bad. I'm supposed to have vanilla essence, and I haven't got any. All I've got is this orange essence that is 2 years out of date. The 9th 21. So it's not really 2 years out of date, like 18 months. I'm just going to taste it. I'm just going to put half a teaspoon in. I don't think half a teaspoon of anything can poison you, can it? So I've got orange essence instead of vanilla, and it doesn't look like I've made enough buttercream to cover the cake, so I'm gonna do the layers, do the outside, and then roll out a top. I think that's just going to be the quickest and easiest, because she's going to be back in an hour and 15 minutes, and I need this out of the way. Actually, I've got a proper thing. I don't know what it's called. This is Coco's. Because Coco quite likes baking. She's better at it than me. And that, I think that's supposed to be flat. Why isn't that flat? Okay, so I shall do it on here, and then I can be more professional and turn it round. So first layer of buttercream. Oh, when I think of the sugar and the butter, no wonder cake's so delicious. Bit of kitchen roll in that cake. Oh my god, this is awful, isn't it? Look at it. It's awful. I think Romeo could have done a better job. I'm going to put a skewer in the middle to hold it together. Right, I need to quickly make up some more buttercream. Oh, how boring. I hate doing this. You really have to be, I mean, sometimes I like doing it, but you really have to be in the mood, don't you? Okay, I'm going to switch the camera off, do some more buttercream, and pray that her train is delayed. Okay. I couldn't fit this in the fridge, so this has been outside on a chair. So just let me check for any creepy crawlies. No, it seems okay. Okay, I've done some more buttercream. Again, I'm going to take this out because I'm going to do the whole thing buttercream now. I made up the buttercream. I did put the white food colouring in, and the mouldy orange flavouring. So now I'm going to hope that this covers it. Luckily it's so dark in here you can't really see what a mess it is, and by the time we get home tomorrow, she doesn't know yet, but Freddie and I are going to meet her after school, and we're going to go to the theatre to see Heathers. So when we get back, it's going to be quite late and very dark, and I shall have the lights dimmed, so the cake might end up looking quite good. Yeah, I'm going to cover it with the glitter, which you won't be able to see, I'm sure. Oh, there it is, there. Can you see it coming out there? Well, it's all right. I think you'd really have to look. Oh, first of all, let's put it on the stand. With that mouldy orange essence. Tastes good. So now I need to attach the ballet shoes. Right, okay, so this was the best shoe. I put the little tie on the front and that on the back just to cover the seam up. So what I'm going to try and do is stick this in there. Oh my God. And then put it on the cake. Wish me luck. Oh, in fact, before I do that, I'm going to choose my next best shoe, which I think is probably this one. It's not great. It's the thought that counts anyway, isn't it? I'm going to place, well, hopefully this is going to stand as if it's on point. So I'm going to put the skewer in. That's what I'm going to do. Oh, I wanted to put the ribbons on. Because what I'm going to do, where it's up like that, I'm going to then get these ribbons and lay them over the cake and disguise its bumps. So I just need to do it tomorrow. So I'm not sure how successful that was. It wasn't great, but it was not terrible either. I think that's one of my sort of, it's okay, it's not brilliant. I made these little bows, can you see? To put on the front of the ballet shoe, but I've done the strings instead, but I think I might just use them and put them around the edge like this, because they are quite pretty. So yeah, so I'll put those there. Oh, I'm sure I'll have to just make another quickly. Okay, so hopefully I'll include the bit of footage at the end of when I actually give her the cake, when I've assembled it, but I don't think I should assemble it now. It will definitely wilt. So see you tomorrow. If not, bye bye. So here it is. I mean, it's not brilliant. It was delicious, look. So that's the inside, so that looks really pretty, doesn't it? That's come out really nicely.